Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I am reacting to William Singe, and this is a first time reaction to him. I'm doing a new artist on the channel every day this month, and William Singe is a name that popped up, and more specifically because of this song. This is a cover of John B's "They Don't Know," and I don't know about you, but I'm one of these that like there's certain songs from like let's say the golden era of R&B, and all the way up to it started off obviously in like the 70s and the 80s, and then it went up to me up to like the 90s and then the early millennium, and then it kind of died off. Like the R&B scene is still, I don't know, it's still alive today, but I don't really give it a chance today, to be fair, when I should. But going back, there's always certain songs that like will get played, and then as soon as they get played you think, I haven't heard this song in so long. And like I listen to History now and then indoors, and they tend to play this one on there now and then, and every time it comes on, oh, tune. I love this song. But yeah, I've got it on a couple of playlists, but I don't really play them playlists anymore. So yeah, so it's usually when it comes on to History or something, or one of like the music channels when it comes on there. But I really do like this one, and I'm talking and talking and talking. I've got a tendency to do it. This is not a long video. This is a home recording of him doing it, and it's only a couple of minutes long, so it's not going to be a long one today, but still looking forward to it either way.
Heard about my past, things I used to do, the games I used to play, the girls that didn't last. I know what's on your mind, you think I'm doing wrong. Can I see what is real? You are the only one. When I'm not around, do you think of me? Or are the jealous ones claiming me to be? You should know by now that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you for us to make it through. You should know you're my angel. Nothing's gonna make you fall from heaven. Girl, I just wanna love you.
Do you know what? Honestly, that it is the case. One thing that I will say, and sorry for pausing it because it's not really about this song. I love this song and he sings it really well, but I love the old R&B era. That Boys to Men, even though like they went on more to like Motown and everything like that, but Boys to Men, Jagged Edge, 112, like so many of like the old R&B singers. There's others as well that like Usher, and like I don't know, like would you put Usher in the R&B category or would you put him in the pop category? I really don't know. And then obviously the name that we probably shouldn't mention is, I'll mention it anyway. The name we probably shouldn't mention though is R. Kelly. I did watch the documentary on what R. Kelly done, and yeah, that was messed up. But like you can't deny that like R. Kelly has got some like great music. That I know like he's banged up and everything there, and like he for what he's done is not acceptable. But like take the man away from the music, and for what he's done, that like he has done some brilliant music. But yeah, it's like R&B is probably still alive and kicking, but R&B will never be the same as what it was. But then you could say the same, you could go back and think like Motown will never be what it was. To me, pop will never be what it was. Like back to what it was in like the 70s and the 80s, and like even earlier, and then even into the 90s, pop will never be the same as what it was. I think music will never be the same as what it was back in the day. And it may be the case that like this new generation may grow up and they may be thinking the same thing about today's music and things like that. But yeah, it's just my opinion.
Girl, I just wanna love you. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Put me out your mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this thing. So listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Put it out your mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this year.
Okay, so thoughts. He sung the hell out of this song. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like this song. Like going back, like not just going along like the R&B like mode, but there's certain songs that like from like the 90s and the early millennium that as soon as they come on, you're like, oh, tune from back in the day. And like if you're today's generation, you're not gonna think that because you're not gonna appreciate the songs as much as we was. But like you got Monster Boy, like sorry, I can live. But like going back to like Craig David and So Solid Crew and things like that, and like they're along like the garage lines and things, and then like you go back to the pop music and the R&B. It's not the same. Honestly, music is not the same, and I think that's why I fell off. And I think the reason why I don't know a lot of the artists that are around today is because I fell off with music for that reason, because it just seemed to. I was listening to the same stuff all the time because they did no new music was just doing it for me. So it was always about the older stuff. And then I stopped listening to a lot of the newer artists. And I shouldn't have, because I'm discovering a lot more of them on the channel now. And like I've noticed that a lot of them are going back and singing a lot of the older ones. And like obviously like the newer stuff that they're making as well is just as good. I just haven't really given it a chance. But for this one, I really enjoyed. I really did enjoy it. And it is another name that I will put on the list to like listen to more of him, because for me this wasn't long enough. The original like song from John B, I think, was probably about 3.5 minutes long. So like this cover for me needed to be longer. But what can you do? He still sang it absolutely incredibly, and I'm presuming like because of the beginning with the keyboard and the guitar and that, he done his own like backing track and everything for it, and he was his own backup singer. So like it's not just standing there with a mic. A lot of work went into this performance, so you've got to appreciate that from him as well. But yeah, it's like I said, it is something that I wish it was longer, but it was incredible, and I will be watching more of him to see what he does and to see what he's done basically. And yeah, if you're a fan of William Singh and there's any other songs that you want me to react to that he's covered, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But yeah, until then, thank you all for tuning in. Take it easy. Hope you have a nice day. I'll see you in the next one. Don't listen to